The Japanese government said it would hold a state funeral for former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on September 27.
But many Japanese against it?
What a surprise, many Japanese against it. You take a look, protesters hold a rally outside the Prime Minister's office in Tokyo, against the decision to hold a state funeral for Shinzo Abe.
Opposition politicians and civic groups questioned the use of taxpayers' money for the funeral, where guests are expected to include foreign leaders. They have also said the public was deeply divided over Abe's legacy.
The Constitutional Democratic Party leader Kenta Izumi said, "A state funeral is a solemn occasion, so I will observe it quietly while offering prayers. It is too early to make a decision. The government must face the diverse opinions of the people."
The head of the Japanese Communist Party Akihiko Ike said, "There is no doubt that a certain number of citizens have expressed questions and opposition over the state funeral plan. We will take a close look at the whole picture to see what kind of content there will be."
The head of the Reiwa Shinsengumi Party Taro Yamamoto said, "Many policy fail. It is strange to perform a state funeral."
According to Kumamoto Daily News, 42% of respondents in favor of the idea and 49% against. Those aged 18 to 39 were most in favor, at 59% and 51%, while those in their 60s and 70s were most against at 60% and 56%.
But you will find another story by NHK. An opinion poll conducted by NHK found 49% of respondents in favor of the idea and 38% against. Those aged 18 to 39 were most in favor, at 61%, while those in their 60s were most against at 51%.
Shinzo Abe, Prime Minister for more than 8 years over 2 terms and hugely influential in the ruling Liberal Democratic Party, LDP, even after leaving office, was gunned down 2 weeks ago at a campaign rally. His funeral was held soon after, but the cabinet decided on Friday that a state funeral will be held on September 27 at the Nippon Budokan in central Tokyo.
Hirokazu Matsuno said, "We made this decision, as has been said before, due to Abe's record as the longest-serving prime minister, during which he exerted leadership skills distinctive from others and bore heavy responsibility for dealing with a number of serious domestic and international issues."
No matter what, the Japanese government is finalizing arrangements to hold a state funeral for former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe.
You are right. Prime Minister Kishida Fumio cited Abe's achievements in domestic politics and diplomacy as reasons for holding a state-sponsored funeral.
He will be Japan's second former prime minister to be given a state funeral since the end of World War II.